Good day, folks. Welcome back to another time video. Tonight we're going to tie up a pheasant tail buzzer for you. A lot of beadhead chironomid patterns out there, and so a lot of times people forget that there are plenty of non-beadhead versions, and there are lakes that we fished quite often where it makes a big difference to have a non-beadhead pattern. So this is a quick little variation that works well. So I've got a size 10 scud hook tying with black 70 denier tying thread. I'm just going to start my thread a little ways back of the hook eye there, kind of about the 1/4 point back. And we'll just get that tied in. And first material I'm going to tie in is just some silver ultra wire in size small. So I'll tie that down into the bend here, and then I'm going to come back up and we'll work this taper a little bit here. Try to cover up majority of that wire on this side. There we go. So I'm going to do a little taper form there. Fuzz sticking up here. Oh, now I'm just going to take my wire and segment the body. So as with most chironomid patterns, we're shoot for six to 8 ribs. Anywhere in between will be close. I'll get the job done for you. So I'm just covering up that bare metal to give myself something to work with here. And next material I'm going to grab is some natural pheasant tail fibers. I'm just going to trim the butts off of those and tie them in just like so. Bring them back to that rib there. And just make sure we're somewhat centered, which we are. Now I've got some black diamond dub, and like with any pattern, you can play with the colors. Peacock ice dub works really well. Rusty brown, copper, any of those colors. I do like this black version though. So I'm going to just create a somewhat bulbous thorax here. I want to leave room at the hook eye up front here for some gills. And for that, I'm going to grab just a short section of uni stretch and just get this tied in here like so. I'm just going to turn it, just throw a couple wraps, figure eight it on here. There we go. So they're kind of sticking out and up. And we can, if you really want to, you can take a little more of this dubbing and with a super fine noodle come in and just be careful not to muck up your gills too much, but you can just add a little bit more in behind there and sweep through in front. Now I'm going to push these off to the side, come down with this pheasant tail and just lock that in like so. Some nice tight wraps. Pull it back, sweep down below, and then before I do too much more, I just like to reposition this in the vise just so my thread doesn't slide off, and then come in here as close as I can, just cover up those butts, come in with a whip finisher, a few turns, disengage the thread, pull these gills out to the side and up, just give them a trim like so, and there you have a fairly realistic chironomid pattern, but again, as we like, fairly simple to tie. So give that one a whirl. Like I say, you're going to want to have some non-bead head patterns in your fly box, especially with chronies. Options are endless, but give it a try. Try it in different colors, but tie it that way and it'll fish really well for you. Go ahead and put some crazy glue on your thread wraps there. You can crazy glue the body as well if you want it to shine a little bit more, but that's a fairly durable pattern just on its own, just like that. So that's all there is to the pheasant tail buzzer. Thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and until the next one, cheers and tight lines.